I was riding my bike past the abandoned circus when I spotted something moving inside the big top tent. I stopped and stared in disbelief as a clown walked out, waving right at me. I froze, not knowing if I should stay or ride away. More clowns began emerging from the empty circus tents, pulling colorful handkerchiefs out of their pockets and pointing at me. It was bizarre. I heard faint circus calliope music playing from somewhere in the distance. One clown juggled dusty bowling pins while another rode a unicycle in circles around me. I asked loudly, "What do you want from me?" The clowns said nothing and crept closer with emotionless stares. Suddenly I noticed the sky was now dark. The wind picked up intensely, lightning flashed. Then came an avalanche of red balloons, each with the clown face printed on them, swarming above me. Through the massive balloons overhead, I spotted a giant clown Jack-in-the-Box pop up from behind a game booth. It let out an awful menacing laugh, swirling its head towards me. I ran away, but the clowns blocked all the exits, honking air horns in my face whenever I drew near. Their evil grins expanded from ear to ear, showing razor-sharp teeth. Terrified, I sprinted into the hall of mirrors to hide, but the mirrors cast back an infinite reflection of those creepy clowns instead of myself. I screamed and dropped to the floor, covering my eyes. Peeking through my fingers, I now saw the clowns slowly staggering like zombies towards the mirror house exit. In a panic, I crawled on my belly past them once they left and made a break for the big top tent. Inside, hundreds of clowns sat motionless in the dark audience seats. In the center ring stood one lone spotlight shining down on a coffin. My heart pounded as I wondered who was inside. Swallowing my fear, I crept forward knowing this was my only hiding spot. But when I peered into the coffin, it was empty. Then two white-gloved hands grabbed me as crazy laughter erupted all around. I spun around and saw the lead clown with a ghoulish face and fangs, trying to pull me into the coffin. I fought hard, kicking the clown in the gut and running towards a ray of light at the tent's back entrance. Bursting outside, I jumped on my bike and sped faster than I've ever pedaled before. I looked back and saw the haunting clowns spill out, swarming after me, but I did not stop until I hit my front porch. I still have nightmares about the mystical circus filled with demonic clowns. Whenever we pass abandoned fairgrounds now, my hands shake remembering that day, wondering if those freaky clowns live there too. I never believed in the supernatural until that fateful night when I encountered the mystical clown. It was a dark and stormy evening, the kind that sends shivers down your spine. I was walking home from a late shift at work when I heard a faint sound of laughter echoing through the empty streets. Curiosity got the best of me, and I followed the eerie laughter to an abandoned circus tent at the edge of town. As I approached, a figure emerged from the shadows, a clown with pale white skin and blood-red lips. His eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, sending chills down my spine. The clown beckoned me closer with a crooked finger, his smile unnaturally wide and filled with sharp teeth. I hesitated, but something compelled me to step inside the tent. The air was thick with an ominous energy, and I could feel eyes watching me from every corner. As I walked deeper into the tent, the clown's laughter grew louder and more menacing. Shadows danced on the walls, twisting and contorting into grotesque shapes. I felt like I was trapped in a nightmare, unable to wake up from this twisted reality. Suddenly, the clown lunged towards me with inhuman speed, his face contorted into a mask of pure malice. I stumbled backwards, my heart pounding in my chest as he advanced towards me with outstretched arms. I tried to scream for help, but no sound escaped my lips. The clown's laughter echoed in my ears, mocking my fear and despair. I knew then that this was no ordinary circus performer. There was something far more sinister and malevolent. With nowhere left to run, I closed my eyes and braced myself for whatever horrors awaited me. But instead of feeling sharp claws or teeth tearing into my flesh, I felt a cold hand gently touch my shoulder. I opened my eyes to see the clown standing before me, his expression softening as he spoke in a voice that sounded like whispers on the wind. "Don't be afraid," he said softly. "I am not here to harm you." Confusion clouded my mind as I tried to make sense of his words. How could this terrifying creature be offering me comfort? But something in his gaze told me that he spoke the truth, that there was more to him than met the eye. As we stood there in silence, a sense of peace washed over me like a warm blanket on a cold night. The clown smiled gently before fading back into the shadows, leaving behind only memories of his enigmatic presence. I stumbled out of the tent and back into the stormy night, feeling like I had just experienced something beyond comprehension. The encounter with the mystical clown would haunt me for years to come, leaving me questioning everything I thought I knew about reality and what lies beyond it. To this day, whenever I hear faint echoes of laughter in the wind, or catch glimpses of shadows dancing in dark corners, I can't help but wonder if it's him, the enigmatic clown who showed me that even in darkness, there can be light. And though fear may linger in my heart, so too does hope for mysteries yet untold.